Marching in today's parade are 370 of the graduating Marines from Company B. Among the 370 Marines are 2 Marines who displayed outstanding performances in 2 individually graded events. Private Israel Omos Ceballos from Platoon 1021 is the company high shooter, scoring a 343 out of 350. Private First Class Eddie Cordero from Platoon 1021 is the most physically fit Marine, scoring a 300 out of 300 on the physical fitness test and the combat fitness test. They will be receiving awards from the Marine Corps Association and Foundation. Present today is the company honor graduates recruiter, Sergeant Joseph A. Manzi. Also present today is the primary marksmanship instructor with a platoon high shooting average of 226 out of 250 for Platoon 1021, Sergeant William R. Comer-Auer. And against the most formidable enemies, Marines defend the ideals of freedom with grit and tenacity. Though battlefields change and capabilities evolve, history proves that true victory comes from the individual Marine with steel resolve, the drive to overcome any obstacle, and the warrior spirit to fight on against all odds. It takes that steadfast faithfulness, semper fidelis, to Corps, country, and each other that abounds throughout our storied legacy. Marines today remain in combat or deployed throughout the world, confronting every challenge with courage, loyalty, and faithfulness. They are resolved to be most ready when the nation is least ready, to defend freedom anytime and anywhere, to stand ready to aid those devastated by natural disasters, to pay tribute to those who have forged our proud legacy, and to honor the families and loved ones who faithfully stand beside us. For the Marines of Company B, today marks the end of the 13-week recruit training cycle. They have marched countless miles at Camp Pendleton and on this parade deck, and have been trained, as are all Marines, as basic riflemen. In addition, due to an intensive physical training program, their strength and endurance have doubled since their arrival aboard the recruit depot. They are Marines, qualified to take their places in the ranks of the world's finest fighting organization.
Thomas is all over there. Over there, I'm pretty sure. I see. Oh boy.
The next portion of the ceremony will be our national anthem. We welcome veterans and members of the armed forces to join us in rendering appropriate honors with the military salute. For guests who have not served in the military, it is proper etiquette during the national anthem to place their right hand over their hearts, and for those in the audience wearing headgear, to remove it. Will the guests please rise for the presentation of the colors? Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Following the command, parade rest, the parade adjutant will give the command sound off, which signals the band to parade forward of the assembled Marines while playing military marching music. At the command, officers center march. All unit commanders and guidon bearers march to the front and center of the formation. Historically, it was at this point that commanding officers would issue orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Following this, the unit leaders would face about, return to their units, and pass the information along to their Marines. Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have earned the title United States Marine. Many who have helped shape our history join us here today. In keeping with the tradition of once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. At this time, those in the audience who have served as Marines, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the battalion commander for 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Gregory A. Grayson.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our commanding general, Brigadier General Morris, and the regimental commander, Colonel Jones, welcome to Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego and the graduation ceremony for Bravo Company! I'd also like to extend a special welcome to today's parade reviewing official, Master Gunner Sergeant Hunt, who, after 30 years of dedicated service to Corps and country, is enjoying his well-deserved retirement here in the San Diego area. Welcome, Master Guns. It's a pleasure to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of today's ceremony is to recognize these new Marines and everything they've accomplished. Their journey began 13 long weeks ago when they stepped on the yellow footprints and committed to becoming Marines. They arrived as individuals, perhaps a little unsure of their decision, but stand before you as a confident team of smartly disciplined Marines. During the past 3 months, we developed their physical and mental, learned essential warfighting skills, and they proved themselves to be leaders of character. But most of all, they came to embrace our core values of honor, courage, and commitment, with a clear understanding that being a Marine carries a special trust and confidence in the highest expectations of the American people. Now, as you might imagine, this awesome and very magical transformation, it didn't happen by itself, and I'd like to thank those who were involved. First, we recognize each Marine's journey started long before they got here. The foundation of their character started in your homes, in your schools, in your communities. I want to thank all the parents, families, friends, as well as teachers and coaches for everything you've done. I assure you that your love and your support was vital to their success. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'd like to turn your attention to the Marines wearing the distinctive campaign covers, our drill instructors. It's impossible for me to put into words their passion, work ethic, and commitment. From the moment a recruit arrives, there is a drill instructor with them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They have spent every waking hour teaching, training, mentoring, and leading these young men. Ladies and gentlemen, these drill instructors have made a tremendous and lasting impact on your loved one. And I'd be remiss if I didn't also recognize their spouses and their families who sacrificed equally for the benefit of your new Marine. So please join me in a well-deserved round of applause for the drill instructors and spouses and families of Bravo Company. Finally, I'd like to recognize our highly skilled marksmanship, martial arts, water survival, and academics instructors, our incredible chaplain, corpsman, and entire medical team who do an amazing job at ensuring our physical, mental, and spiritual readiness. And of course, the dedicated recruiter who saw potential in your Marine. In fact, Sergeant Colmorower is joining us from Weapons Field Training Battalion, where he coached and trained the platoon with the highest rifle range score. And next to him is Sergeant Manzi, who's joining us from Fort Worth, Texas, where he recruited today's honormen. Job well done, gentlemen. Keep up the great work. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll please excuse me, I'd like to address the new Marines one last time as their battalion commander. Good morning, Marines! Hey, Bravo Company, I know it seems like a lifetime ago when you were offered the challenge of becoming a Marine. When you arrived on your buses and stepped on the yellow footprints, graduation was the last thing on your mind. You're probably thinking, what have I gotten myself into, and how do I get these guys to stop yelling at me? Well, you had a lot to learn and some very steep hills to climb, but you did it. You have rightfully earned the title Marine. Be proud of your accomplishment and the uniform you now wear. And finally, as I remarked on your first day of training, whether you serve for 4 years or 30 years like Master Guns, remember, it's not about you. It's about all the Marines who have gone before you, whose legacy you are now a part of. It's about that Marine standing to your left and to your right. It's about all these people in the stands in this great nation which you've sworn to defend. So, serve with honor, serve with courage, serve with commitment, and you'll do well. Congratulations again, Marines, on your tremendous achievement. Please, take care of one another and remain Semper Fidelis. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you America's newest United States Marines.
More than 1 million Marines have been trained here in the past 100 years and have departed San Diego for combat in conflicts around the world, including places whose names are immediately associated with Marine courage and dedication. Names such as Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Iwo Jima, Pusan, Incheon, Chosin Reservoir, Quezon, Hue City, Lebanon, Grenada, Panama, Kuwait, Somalia, Fallujah, Ramadi, Marjan, Sangin, and our most current operations worldwide. This parade deck is rich in history and tradition, and no Marine trained here ever forgets its sights and sounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander of Troops, First Sergeant Jason D. Brooks, Company First Sergeant, and the regimental staff. Ladies and gentlemen, as the national flag passes directly in front of you, please rise. Once it passes, you may be seated. Marine Band San Diego, Marine Corps Corps Depot, San Diego, California. Series 1021, Series Chief Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Jesus G. Diaz. Platoon 1021, Senior Drill Instructor Gunnery Sergeant Crescenciano Reyes. Honor Platoon 1022, Senior Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Donald J. Vilchek. Platoon 1023, Senior Drill Instructor Sergeant Donato Hernandez. Regimental Color Guard is led by the Regimental Color Sergeant, Drill Instructor Sergeant Daniel Reyes. Series 1025, Series Chief Drill Instructor Gunnery Sergeant Joshua L. Rivera, and Platoon 1025, Senior Drill Instructor Gunnery Sergeant Angel A. Cabrera Jr. Platoon 1026, Senior Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Eugene Galvan. Platoon 1027, Senior Drill Instructor Staff Sergeant Giovanni Marquez. The Marine Corps' uniqueness and strength as an elite fighting force is directly attributable to the magnificent efforts of the drill instructors and company officers who train and supervise the recruits. The distinct qualities of spirit and discipline, the heart and soul of every Marine, have been developed, nurtured, and ingrained in recruits through their observance and relationship with their drill instructors and officers. Recruit training is the very foundation of the Corps. Each year, recruit training provides thousands of America's finest young men and women with the basic knowledge and skills to function in a profession characterized by its own set of high values and tough standards. The most important thing we do in the Marine Corps is make Marines. The individual Marine is the Corps. That is what we do here. For the Marines graduating today, the long, arduous journey of the last 13 weeks is but a small step into the future of the Marine Corps. As they prepare to fill the ranks of our Corps, they do so with unquestionable support for the high ideals and standards of the United States of America and the United States Marine Corps. Although Company B prepares for their final dismissal from boot camp today, their initial training is not over. Soon, after graduation, they will report to the School of Infantry, Camp Pendleton, California, where they will continue to be trained to serve as an effective member of a Marine Rifle Squad. The intense initial training that every Marine undergoes is designed to instill the fundamental premise that every Marine is a rifleman. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to introduce to you the Marines responsible for ensuring the success of the difficult transition required to become a Marine. And the honor graduate for Platoon 1027 is Private First Class Colson V. Nivens from Billings, Montana. Ladies and gentlemen, the honor graduates of Company B.
Company First Sergeant, reporting his order. Aye, aye, sir.
The company first sergeant will now give the command to the senior drill instructors to dismiss their platoons. Needless to say, this will be the most welcome command they have received throughout recruit training.
Senior drill instructor, dismiss your platoon!
Aye, aye, First Sergeant!
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony.
Bueno, tú vete donde regresa a bolsa la última vez, ¿sabes? Sí. Esto traes rápido porque hay que ir.
He's like,